part of what you end up with. Here you go, Brian.
This is a white ball tradition.
Okay.
5-8.
My name is Alan Overton Battle III, and I've been playing white ball a very long time.
My name is David Ludman, and I play white ball for 20 years now.
TV documentary about white ball, possibly? Yeah, I've always been intrigued with that. We've thought about doing it on several occasions. Yeah, we were out here about 10 years ago, and some guy who was really old with a cane said that he played this thing 40 years ago.
Yeah, I know it's been around
It's been around for a long time.
Hi, my name is David Ludman, and I play white ball for 20 years now, meaning I have no life and I drive pizza.
My name is Alan Overton Battle III, and I've been playing white ball a very long time. And I built this box, actually, because the old one disintegrated. This is a bit of my craftsmanship.
I don't know what the fuck white ball is, you know. I don't know. Is that a porno?
I guess I have to say I think white ball is probably racist.
And why is there black ball?
Yeah, I want to see black balls.
That sounds like a racist term to me.
Well, I like balls and I hate white, so I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this game.
Well, I didn't really know anything about white ball until you mentioned it earlier this year.
Those are the people that play that ball game in front of the rat, right?
All right, so the rules of the game, at least those that I can remember at the moment, since there are quite a few, it's traditionally a game played with two people per team and two teams, similar to doubles tennis. The game is played to 13 points, and your team can only score a point when you're serving. The ball has to hit the slate on this part of the roof on the serve. It has to hit the slate first. At any other time during play, it can hit a wall first or some other slate, just so long as it eventually hits that slate. You have to win by 2 points. So some games have gone up to, I know I've been involved in games that go up to 29 points, and sometimes I know there have been some that go up past 30 points, but that's kind of rare. If a player is in your way, it can't be your own teammate, but if a player is in your way, then you can call a hinder, and the point is done over again. It depends on who you're playing with, whether crowd hinder is allowed. In other words, if someone who's walking through gets in the way, sometimes that gets replayed, sometimes that doesn't. Different people have different opinions. This is sort of a difficult game to play with people you don't like, so that's rarely done. It's up to the team responsible to return the ball, whether they allow it to touch the ground or not. You are allowed one bounce on the ground, but you don't have to let it bounce on the ground. If a player needs the assistance of his teammate, he or she can hit the ball to his partner, and his partner, his or her, can then put it up on the roof. That's referred to as a set. There's no dispute about the crowd set rule. Anyone who wants to can set the ball, and actually that's an unlimited number of times. Crowd set is perfectly allowed and encouraged and a lot of fun to watch. I think that's the harp, which hasn't been around very long. And this wall at one time was not necessarily full, but it would be very usual to see 2-3 people sitting just visiting, and then a few more waiting for a game. So I think that's mostly it. Games would start sometimes back in the early 80s, as early as 10 in the morning, go at least until dark, and sometimes after. But anyway.
I started, I guess, in '88, my sophomore year, and I was introduced to it from people that I was hanging around with. So I knew white ball players before I knew white ball. So it was mostly just a social activity, and my friends did it, so I started playing.
I first started when I was playing disc golf, which went one of the disc golf holes went right by the white ball court, which at the time I didn't know it was a white ball court. All I noticed one day was about 6 kegs of beer and a whole bunch of people. And later, it was a tournament. And later I found out about the game. So it was spring break of '80.
I know that it started a long time ago, and there were several variations of it. It was called roof ball, I believe. There were several different games, and white ball was just kind of the dominant evolution of the game that sort of played out.
Well, the way I understand it, at one time they used the roof like a tennis net, and the object of the game was to hit it over the roof, back and forth. And then, supposedly, instead of playing on the white ball court, they were using the other side of the roof, and they were doing the same thing that we do on the white ball court on just the opposite side. We've had people come through who claimed that they had, either they or friends that they had been playing a long time ago. What was the record? Was it?
I don't know.
The 50?
I was thinking, at least the 50s. I think I may have heard as early as 47, 48, but definitely the 50s.
Going to school. I guess it kept going for a year after I left or so, with students playing. But then it trickled off. I'm not sure why. There's always been kind of a weird relationship there, because white ball players, at least during my time in Rhodes, were typically kind of, subcultural in their own way and prone to wanting to break the rules and just be crazy. So we have.
Although,
well,
white ball failed out a bunch of students.
Yeah, well,
it could be more than just a time waster. It could be an obsession.
Yeah.
I had been a racquetball player, and I guess I still am. But the thing about this is, it's like a wacky, crazy racquetball court. There's so many things that can happen.
Well, first off, white ball is a very interesting tradition that I see being demonstrated by some men over near the rat. And me personally, I'm not that big a fan. Although back in my day, I used to play a game called wall ball, also known as butts up. It's very similar to that from what I hear, but it can be really annoying to a lot of students who are trying to study.
Every time I see them playing white ball outside the rat, I'm just like, what the fuck are they doing?
I started going over to Bellingraph Moor, which is like where you have to go through that white ball archway to get there. And so I see these guys with like boom boxes, and there's this big group of guys that were like 30 to like 60. I mean, they were, I wouldn't have ever seen them if.
I think it's sad that that Rhodes alumni have nothing to do but return to Rhodes campus and play a stupid game. It makes me worry about my future.
most irritating people ever. They always play really early in the morning. And like Sunday's study day, so you want to stay, and then they come with their music and it's so terrible and it's so loud and I want to like pour a bucket of ice on them or something. And I always hit it, it's like when you try to wash your clothes because you have to walk across the little pathway. Like the balls, they sometimes hit you and it's really terrible. I hate those white balls.
I fucking hate them. I really do. They play every Sunday, all day Sunday. They play early and they play late, and I'm sleeping or I'm studying, and it gets on my last nerve. They're real sketch. We really tried to get campus safety to get them one day. Yeah, we really did. I don't know what they did. Like all we know is they kept playing. The other girls in the hall.
first saw Whiteball, my first reaction was to flash my balls at the people who were playing. Like, I would just walk up and undo my pants, but apparently that was inappropriate. I don't know.
I don't know. I've seen them play for quite a while because I lived in Span my first 2 years here, and then I lived in Ellet. And so I'd walk past them. What is it? They play like every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't have any problem with them. That's for sure. They, I don't know. They're having fun, and I mean, that's fine. They don't get in my way. They graciously let me walk through, and I don't know. Like I said, it looks interesting at least. I don't know.
I think that Whiteball looks pretty cool. It kind of looks like wall except off like a slanted groove. So it has a different sort of trajectory. And I don't know. I might want to try it sometime. It's kind of cool.
Outsiders, but I'd be walking through, and they'd just kind of stop what they were doing and let me go by, and music would be going, and it looked really fun. But I've kind of thought about starting my own Whiteball league.
That's about all. That's pretty much all I think.
Also known as Butts Up.
I think they're really hot. I mean, I don't know. I just want a date.
It's by Dick Wolf.
Alicia, what do you think about Whiteball?
How do I look?
You look good. I just put it on easy. Oh, there we go. The lights.
All right.
All right,
All right, I gotta go.
Right.
Andrew.
Yeah.
You remember when the cops used to come up in our apartment, and then we have to hide the bomb behind the K? Those were the days.